Right. Well, Ian, thank you very much for joining us today. I think it's a really important topic that we are talking about today. We're going to be discussing the servicing of security equipment. And I guess it's kind of seen as the missing piece of the security jigsaw. It's not really spoken about particularly proactively in many forums when it comes to security equipment. But it is, however, a very hard-working and vital part of the security equipment specification process. So I just wanted to introduce, so this is Ian Brooks, our service manager at ATG Access. And so there's so much that goes into specifying security equipment, Ian. So we've got security consultants and we've got different end users engaging with security professionals to come up with security designs for site, which revolve around risk assessment and aesthetics and operating methodology. That's a lot of hard work that goes into that specification process. So after all of that, why do you think service is so often forgotten at that initial specification point?
Forgotten for many reasons, I guess. I guess the main reason it gets forgotten is kind of budget, kind of applying the right budget to the right piece of work at the right time. Quite often, the people that are initially setting out to purchase the HVM kit or access control kit won't necessarily be the team that's going to look after it for the next 15, 20 years, or don't have the information to pass on to the team that are going to be looking after it for the next 15 to 20 years. So I would say that's probably the main reason why it gets forgotten. I guess there's lots of reasons that it should be included in that particular part. It's always going to increase the lifespan of your kit. Something you're putting in now, you're spending quite a bit of money on it. You're going to want it to last for the next good few years that you've put all the effort in. You don't want to go through that every 2 years. You want to do it every 20 years.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess service is the key to the longevity of products. So you go through all of that initial pain of making sure that you've got the right solution. You absolutely don't want to go through that with a view to forgetting about serviceability going forward of equipment.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the key elements is you're going to try and pick a piece of kit that you're putting in that can actually be serviced and maintained. There's, you can go out and buy the best, all singing, all dancing, or cheapest, whatever you want. But, unless you can actually buy spare parts, unless you can actually maintain it, repair it, improve it for the future, you're not really putting the full effort in.
Yeah, okay, absolutely. So why is it so important to remember service within this kind of process, and what are the benefits to proactive service and maintenance of equipment rather than just reactive, for instance?
I guess coming back to cost would be another one. You can plan your budget if you're going to look after it and maintain it. Service contracts can be kind of budgeted, and you can know how much you've got to spend for the lifespan of the kit, as opposed to suddenly being hit with a bill. I mean, I guess the obvious one is swap a seal on a hydraulic piece of kit for 2p every year, as opposed to a hydraulic ram for £2,000 every 5 years. It's obvious. You can schedule when you want to do your maintenance and servicing, as opposed to just hoping it's going to get by and look after it when it fails. It will fail when you don't want it to, and you'll be in the middle of something else that you want to concentrate on or spend your money on.
Okay, absolutely. And is it fair to say that if you do have these proactive servicing regimes in place, actually security will benefit as a result on your site?
Absolutely. I mean, we have a team of engineers nationwide who respond to any piece of kit 24/7, 365. So it's not only just it's the ongoing maintenance, but unfortunately mechanical things do go wrong, and you need to look after it immediately and quickly. So to have a disaster plan set up that will just fall into action is absolutely, it's a good peace of mind, I guess, for the people that have bought the kit. And at the end, you've bought the kit because you want your building premises to be secure. So this is just another part of that jigsaw to keep it secure.
Okay, so downtime, I guess, means unplanned downtime means vulnerabilities for your site from a security perspective.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the security concepts. Obviously, if you're going to maintain it, your kit's going to be down. So there's probably going to be engineers in the road. So you might have to go into road closures. So ad hoc road closures, entrance closures for deliveries are always difficult. So if you can plan it, work around it, come up with a plan, it's always so much better.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, and so I mean, surely working with a partner, a security equipment partner, is beneficial when you're an end user. You know, say if you're a stadium or a council and you've got multiple different sites, you know, multiple different installations of these automatic bollards and road blockers in a particular site. Surely, if for whatever reason you need to change a particular piece of kit, maybe no longer it meets the security requirement of that site, or maybe, you know, kits moved on, technology's moved on, and you might want to integrate it with new access control measures. Surely if you've got that partner in place anyway, working with you on service and maintenance, it's easy to kind of plug that upgrade into that sort of system.
Absolutely. I mean, as we know, businesses, buildings don't always stay to the same functionality from when they're designed from day one to year 20. So with, you know, close integration between the partners, you can schedule these not necessarily for the same year. You can schedule it, you know, for the next 5 years. Have a roadmap from where you are to where you want to be. Product obsolescence, you know, it's all working in the same communication. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. All right, well, thank you very much for that. I know you've got a bit of an article together on sort of top tips and things to think about when thinking about service and maintenance regime. So we'll put a link to that as well, just at the top of this video. So thank you very much. It's been really useful speaking to you today about that. And yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.